The Painful Excellence Podcast.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Let's move me up here. Update layout. Let's do that. Now I think that's kind of big, don't you think? Solo layout. Drew Titan Bronze on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Hold on. I'm figuring stuff out. You know, we built the plane as we fly it. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let's move this up here. Come on in, smash the like button. We are our own algorithm. Save that. This is the Painful Excellence Podcast. Come on in, smash the like button, like and share the video. We are our own algorithm. Let's not leave it up to Miguel to do anything for us. Let's do this roll call real quick. Autism boy, salute, brother. Salute to you, good brother. Will St. Clair, my brother, how are you? Yes, sir. Mark Wunderlich, my brother, Utah in the building. Yah Willing, salute. Eric Jordan, my brother. Paul Carrick. Snoop. Derek Gaines, the legend in the building, my brother. Kondo. Yes, sir. Bonnie Prince, salute. Now, there was a lot of data that, Pinball, what up? How you feel? A lot of data, a lot of videos I could have put up here, but I didn't need to. I just wanted to loop this video so y'all can have a look at it. And I'm gonna show y'all some evidence. I am appalled at my quote unquote queens. And I'm gonna explain why I'm appalled. I'm appalled because it seems that the queens don't get it. It seems that the queens don't get it. So I'm on Instagram and I see these women doing this. I'm like, okay, here we go. Another group of women shaking their derrieres in a professional setting. G. McCall, salute. Professional, 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 professional. Professional setting. And I read this. Car sales team faces backlash after they release a video of them dancing inside a dealership. Dancing. Now, let me talk to the black community. Is this just dancing or is this what we call a form of twerking? And I don't see no white woman doing this right here in this professional setting. 704 Joe, salute. It's a professional setting. It's supposed to be, right? Let me ask y'all a question. For the most part, some of you may be retired. Some of you are working. The women on your job, where you work at, if it's not a strip club or whatever have you, will your boss take kindly to you, to the women on the job twerking and putting it like on a commercial or online in your place of business, them shaking their ass? Because that's what they're doing. It's not like some little like dance where they're just doing this. This is a sexual dance. Let's be honest. This is a sexual dance. And if this is your place of business, this is a car dealership. Do you need this to drive traffic to your business? And by the way, do you want people coming through to your place of business? If this is what drives them to do it, to come there, Waffle, salute. Now, these black women talk about that, oh, we're the most educated. We have the most degrees. No, y'all are the most enrolled in school. And like a lot of these motherfuckers, y'all get these degrees and y'all be in college debt up into your eyeballs. And with the job market being what it is, you got a degree for nothing. You know why? How many of y'all are actually working in your field? So please stop saying that. Account to my brother, salute. If I'm the boss and I get online or someone says, hey man, ain't these the women that work at the women that you hired or what's going on here? Oh, we're having a meeting. First of all, you can take this offline. It's already out there. Flex and homie, salute. And some people, they might not get fired, but I'm like, what are you doing? This is not what we do here. Now, you remember when I asked the question, is this form of behavior, why is it only synonymous to black women? Remember when I told y'all I saw this interview of this woman where her job took her she travels because of her job. She ends up in Italy. She goes out on a date with an Italian man, and he says, well, what do you do? And she goes on for 5 minutes about she makes X amount of money, and she loves her job because her job, permits her to travel. And she's in Italy. And she done said all of this stuff, how she's educated, how she has a high-paying job, and she's seeing the world, and she's proud of what she's accomplished. And what does he do? He says, do you twerk? Stormy, salute. Do you twerk? So we're going to go past the 6 figures that she made. We're going to go past her education. We're going to go past how she's a strong, independent black woman, and you go straight to do you twerk? But when Kevin Samuels says these dudes don't care about your education or the money you make, y'all dance on his grave. She done said all of that, and all he was worried about is do you twerk? And then when she tried to get off of the subject, he got right back on it. You don't be in middle, you don't twerk in middle. In other words, he just wanted to smash her brown and round. That's all. Nothing mattered. Now, how could that woman and all of her professionalism exist when her sisters are doing this? You see how it's all connected? That sister has all this, Tone, what up? Has all this education and is reaping well from the fruits of her labor. She's paid, she travels, she's single. I don't think she had any kids. Went out on a date in a whole other country. Do you twerk? Now, she can't say, why Amina salute. She can't say, why is he objectifying me like this? Well, if you look right here, remember when men started saying, hey man, you know what? Y'all good, clean, and wholesome women, y'all are standing too close to the hoes. Remember when dudes said that? Remember? Why y'all think all this about women? You have a problem with your mama and your mama and your mama black and your mama and your mama. No, look at this. Look at this. How many women on here have children? How many women you think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 women twerking here. There's got to be a mother between them. Let's say one of these chicks are mothers. Son or daughter, this is what your moms is doing? All of this is relevant. What about Teacher Bay? Y'all seen that? Y'all seen that with her BBL? And people start doing digging on her. She was a woman of the night. Proud of this. Now salute to her because she has a job and she's teaching kids, but we don't need to see that BBL on full blast. Why do we need to see that? If my child was in that class, I'm going to the principal saying, look, remove my child from this fucking classroom. And it's not only her. I've seen a lot of teachers. The BBL is not the problem. The problem, and I need you to listen carefully, the problem is this. Why are you sexualizing yourself in an educational setting where kids are supposed to be learning? See, all of this stuff you say about what men, y'all don't know what men like. You're there to teach kids, and these aren't college students. You know what these women are teaching? Kids. Kids. What are you teaching little girls? It's okay to dress like that? It's not. I don't care if you fully clothed from head to toe. It's fitted. We don't need to see that. Now imagine these 12-year-olds and 13-year-olds, their hormones are already out of control. What do we know about the black community? Aren't the little boys and little girls over-sexualized? And then you have a grown-ass woman who has a career, who probably wasn't dressed like how Teacher Bay's dressed, goes out on a date in the whole other country, and he didn't give a fuck about her accolades, her education, her money. He says, "Do you twerk?" You think he'd have said that to another white woman, another Italian woman? He said that to the black American woman. Now, why would he say that? Look at this video, and why would he say that? But I'm going to tell you what got me disgusted. So I comment, because, you know, I lab rat a lot of these fools on Instagram. Sometimes I engage, I'll say something, and I always like to see who responds to me. I don't go back and forth with people that have an avatar with no picture in it. But when people stick up for behavior like this, I like to click on their picture. And 10 times out of 10, when I click on their picture, the people justifying this, it makes sense. But I'm going to show you something else, though. Noah says those are Africans and foreigners, not FBA. Well, let me say this. The biggest thing that Western culture, which is us, to the world, that FBAs, you know, black Americans have to offer the world is our culture. What's the number one thing? Hip hop. Started right here in my borough in the Bronx. Everybody around the world is rapping. Russians, Asians, Africans, dudes in the UK. I heard their UK hip hop. It's not what I'm used to. I'll say that. Mr. Shelton, salute. It's not what I'm used to. I'm not going to violate. It's just not what I'm used to. So that's what I'll say. But our behavior is influencing things. 88, what up? It's influencing. Shelton, what up? We create a lot of stuff, good stuff and shit like this. You remember, One Deep, salute. You remember when I had Shauna on here and she insisted that twerking was an African creation, it was an African dance? I said, no, it was not. That started here in the South. Well, up north, we called it doodle brown. It went down south. Well, down in the South, it was called doodle brown. And it came about in a club scene. Pray for Creasy, salute. And by the time I got to Africa in the 90s, they called it something else. I pulled it up. And they took it and did other things with it. Every time I see them online, they got this dance where they spread their legs and they shaking their cheeks. It's twerking, man. They've been doing it for a while now. Thank you, Eric Jordan, Louisiana. So we start a lot of shit. Paul Carrick, salute. We start a lot of shit. And by the time it goes to different corners of the globe, they do it and then they do their own version of it. Hip hop started right here in my city. How we were rapping is not what they do in the Midwest, what they do in the South, what they do on the West Coast, what they do in China, what they do in Africa. It has legs of its own, but its roots is here. Even behavior. I just saw something that I'm gonna talk about this week. This dude, it's a light-skinned British dude. What is his name? Ginger J or something? Had a meltdown on a podcast. And I want to talk about that. Not tonight. All I can say is, brother, stand on your square. Stand on your square, because these quote-unquote queens are, so stand on your square. Don't apologize. Fuck that. If that's what you believe, if that was your experience, oh, who hurt you? Who hurt you? It's your mama, your mom. Fuck that. Maybe your mom did hurt you. Maybe through her and the other black woman and shit like this is why you date Asians now. Because these bitches done scared you off. I'm just saying that's your experience. Not mine, but that's your experience. So stand on it. That's what I'm saying. But whether it's these podcasts here, and I'm seeing them in the UK, black women behaving like this dude saying the sisters weren't acting like this 20 years ago. Now, where'd they get all of this from? From here. This I don't need no man shit. Now, you got to tell them why y'all talking like this. So they've been influenced. That's why they call these people online influencers, right? They've been influenced by these miserable hoes over here. And they've adapted to it over there, but they don't know over here, the government put a play in our community since 1965. They don't know that shit, but they've trauma bonded with them. Their argument here is really no argument. And they've adapted that shit. Jeff, what up? And now they have their own shit going on in the UK. And there's some women over there that'll articulate why they're mad. But to me, it's all bullshit. I'll just sit there and listen to them talk for 20 straight minutes. Like, you're just ridiculous, right? You really have no argument. Not when there's a bitch that got 3 kids, 2 baby daddies, and she's unemployed and gets on that Pop the Balloon, one of those shows, and told about, oh, he's too short, he's too fat, he's too tall. And you don't even work. What am I missing? But this is all relevant to this shit. Now, I don't care where this is. I don't care if it's America or Africa. This is what the black queens have to offer. And when I say this is what you sisters want to be known as, that's my question. This is how you want to be viewed. I wish I saved that video of that black woman saying that when she went to Italy and spoke to that. I said, I almost got offended for her. Like, damn, man, all he's thinking about is tapping that ass. And she was beautiful. No BBL or nothing. I'm just like, man, that's not right for her. And I'm thinking like, wait a minute. Why did that happen? He wasn't just being dirty. He got that from somewhere. He has a preconceived notion of how black women are supposed to behave. Now, why would he think that way? And I'm looking at this. Because this ain't only Africa and the UK. This is America. This is Canada. So when I ask, yo, is this what you queens want to be known for? You know what I got? Well, let me show you. This is what I said. This is debate. Is that all you queens do online now? Twerk instead of showing how smart and educated y'all insist you are? That's all I said. Now, what do you think happened when I said this? Now, if it don't apply, let it fly, right? Now, if you're a sophisticated, educated black woman, like the woman in that video talking about her dating experience in Italy, you think she got offended by this? I want to believe that this sister looked at this. If she saw this and saw these women dancing and shaking their ass at a car dealership. And I said this, I want to believe, Dritch, what up? I want to believe that this woman would read that and say, not me, and wouldn't even say anything to me. Not me. I don't do none of that. I have no kids. I make a hell of a lot of money. I travel the world. And I ain't got to do all of that. You think she would respond to me? Because I'm actually asking a question. Now, she was a victim on a date because of behavior like this. So even if she did respond to me, hey man, leave the sisters alone. You know, the sisterhood. And I knew that was her. I would remind her, yeah, your dating experience is a direct result of these bitches right here. I didn't do it. I'm just asking, is that all you queens do online? Remember when I asked, is this a part of y'all makeup now? I don't cook, I don't clean, I make my own money, but if I get with you, I'm gonna spend yours. And I'm gonna twerk online if I want to, which is a sexual dance. This dance used to only be in Luke Skywalker videos. Uncle Luke, not Star Wars. Uncle Luke from the South, 2 Live Crew. Now, all of y'all do it. Y'all doing it in the store. Y'all doing it at funerals. Y'all doing it at your mama house. Your mama doing it with you. You're doing it at cookouts. This is what you're doing. This is what you're doing. I've seen women showing their single-digit age daughters how to do this dance. And I'm supposed to sit here and not be disgusted? But in the same breath, these queens will tell these other women, hey man, you gotta be careful bringing these dudes around your daughter. No, you need to be careful, men, bringing these sexual deviant women around your daughters and your sons. Why do I say that? Why would a woman like Teacher Bay, and there's a litness of, just go check TikTok. She ain't the only one. There's a lot of these girls, these women running around with fitted clothing, teaching children. And while the children ain't in the class, they got that ratchet music playing and they're twerking in a goddamn kindergarten classroom. You're a predator. Somehow men are the problem? No, men are pointing out like, yo, what is wrong with y'all? What is this? So this is what I said right here. And here's some of the responses. Ashley Alicia says, Drew Titan, is that all you kings or men do is tell women what they should or shouldn't be doing? Yes, because when it's left up to you, you dumbasses do shit like this. Ashley, this is normalized to you? Maybe, you know, I'm more than likely I'm old enough to be her father. You see this? Lab rats. You see this? Instead of saying, hey, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Why wouldn't you do it? Because it's inappropriate. This is a place of business they're doing this. A place of business. If I owned that dealership, I'd be hard-pressed not to fire somebody. I'd have to suspend somebody. First of all, this ain't the place for that. This ain't the goddamn club. Whose idea was this? The sisterhood, let's see how well they stick together for that. Whose idea was this? Was it Natasha, Bonquisha, Lakeisha, Fatima? Who? Oh, it was all of you? All right, great. So you know what? All of you are going to get suspended for 2 weeks. Now what you got? It's worse if the owner is a black woman or a female and just looks past this. That's worse. So let's dissect what this idiot says. Is this all you kings and men do? Yeah, you know what? This is a prime example as to why y'all should be told what to do. Because when left up to yourselves, this is what you get. You get Teacher Bay wearing tight clothing around your goddamn 10-year-old son or daughter. You got fat BBL bitches walking down to the turkey hut in Houston ass naked, not even ordering food because the brothers had a dress code in there. She wants to show up in there ass naked. Thank you, Harmonize. You could have a deal in place with some millionaires. They say, look, we want to book cars. We want to rent cars through your dealership. We want to do things like that. If they see this, do you think that some top quality, some top tier clients are going to come through there and do business with you? We got a bunch of black women shaking their ass. Black women shaking their ass. You know how many clients you might have chased away? This is a place of business. You don't do this. Teacher Bay, this is a place of business. You don't walk in there with fitted clothing and say, well, yeah, I'm fully clothed from head to toe. It's hugging your figure and you're sexualizing yourself. Why? I checked her TikTok. She got the ratchet music playing. She's sticking her hips out. She's glorifying the fact that she has a BBL. This is not the place for that. Mansa Musa, my brother, salute. This is not the place for that. So when I look at this comment, I am a king. I am a man. But watch this, Ashley. I would never have to tell my wife what to wear because she knows what's acceptable and what's unacceptable before I met her. And she would never do this. This is reserved for me in that bedroom over there. My seeds know not to do this. Y'all need to be told what to do. Y'all know the clip where the guy in the street asked the white woman, do you think a man should be able to tell a woman what to wear? And the white woman said, based off of what I've seen out here, yes. And who said hell nah? That fat, black woman, hell nah, with her teeth all out her mouth, looking like you could kick, you don't know what a smile back at her or kick a field goal through her. She need a dentist. Hell no. Hell no, with a blonde wig. She ain't had no man. Y'all know the clip I'm talking about. Hell no. I was like, ew. And then the other overweight black woman talking about, I'm married, my man don't tell me what to wear. Well, question, do you do this? And I know what her response is. Well, even if I decided to do that, well, guess what? Either your man is a simp or you said you decided. Do some dumb shit and see what he do to you or say to you. Because that's another thing. My wife couldn't be working here doing that. No. No. Watch this. Reverse the roles. Drew, what are you talking about? Okay, magically, right? I'm in shape. I got a pretty decent physique. Let's say I'm teaching a bunch of 10-year-olds. And I come to work in a fitted shirt every day. All colors. It's fitted. And my pants are fitted. And you see the outline of the Johnson. Mondays and Tuesdays, it's on the right. Wednesdays and Thursdays, it's on the left. But you see the outline of the log. And every time you go to my TikTok, you hear ratchet music, and I'm doing sexy dances. And I'm pulling up my shirt, showing you the abs. And I'm doing push-ups in a classroom where kids sit. And your 13-year-old daughter. Hey, Mr. Drew. How you doing, Mr. Drew? And I'm like, mwah, love you. I'd be fired. Thank you, Amanaz. I'm not making it to Wednesday. Monday, they're like, who the fuck is this? Tuesday, I'm online getting dragged. Oh, he's a predator. Get your kid away from him. Wednesday, I'm fired. And you know what they're telling me? Hey, what the fuck was you doing? You teaching little girls and they filming you and you dress like that? Come on, this ain't the club. You look like you about to strip. But I get this. Auntie Jenny in the building, salute. Thank you. Thank you. Isaiah, what up? Left brain, what up? She said, just woke up to this embarrassing spectacle. Where are the ladies at? I worked for a stagecoach in the past, and this behavior goes against company policy. Exactly. It makes you wonder what's going on in those schools. Because if I'm the principal, teacher base in my office, be like, yo, look, all this fitted shit, you're not doing that. I'm telling you right now. You could fight me on this, but I'm making a big deal out of it. You know what you're doing. Wear something more loose. You got little boys in here going through some things. And you're enabling the young ladies to think that this is okay. And what does this fool right here, Ashley, Alicia, she's worried about being told what to do. When you're left it, when the options are left up to you, y'all do this. This proves that y'all are incapable of making proper decisions. Guess what? Didn't Kevin Samuels talk about the leadership of a man? And what do these broads say? Oh, there are no leaders out here. No. You're chasing around Pookie. You're trying to convert Pookie to mold him to how you want him to be. And all he is knocking your spine out of alignment because you put your sexual gratification first. And when he doesn't change in a year and a baby later, you get mad. That's your fault. That's your fault. Trying to mold Pookie. It don't work. It never works. The hell are you doing? Left brain 100%. And when I asked a couple of days ago, I said, well, what the hell do y'all want? Y'all wanted men to leave y'all alone. They did that. They got their passports and explored their options all over the world. You had a problem with that. The real translation, your foodie call, the dude that paid to get your hair and nails done, the dude that you dangled the kitty cat in front of him, but you never really did it. And y'all were running around because y'all are fucking. Because for there to be a lot of ain't shit niggas out here, y'all sure are pregnant. Whoa! Don't! A lot. Y'all not married, but y'all pregnant. All of y'all got food, but I thought y'all was smart. Y'all the most educated. All of y'all got food? These dudes have no game though, right? No. Y'all melt for a particular dude, and 8 times out of 10, it's never the right guy. But the dudes that were trying to give you some play, they say, wait a minute, I can go to Brazil. I can go, yeah, okay, yeah. You're going to get robbed in Brazil. You can get robbed right here. Fuck it. Let me explore my options. Y'all had a problem with that. Now, y'all are mad at the Hobot. I thought y'all wanted to be left alone. I thought these niggas was corny. Oh, you got your passport? Bye. Okay. Oh, you want to fuck on a Hobot? Ha ha ha. Bye. Okay. Why are you complaining? You know why these dudes don't want to fuck with you? Because of this. Y'all are unruly. Y'all don't see ahead of a household. Y'all don't see us as leaders because of who you chose. You make a bad mistake, that's on you. Every man ain't like that. But Just like y'all say, oh, your mama black. Oh, you don't like your mama. You don't like, guess what? You can't even spell your father's first name. You don't even know how that nigga look. Blame your mama for that. Don't play with me. We got mama issues, you got daddy issues. Either he didn't hug you enough, or he hugged you a little too much.
What?
Do the math. Do the math. So this was my response. It said, of course, I couldn't add her, so she's a coward. She can add you to engage with you, but I tried to add her. You can't add her. She has her account set up like that. So she's a coward. So this is what I said. Makes no difference what the kings say because y'all do what y'all want to do. And this is the result. Thanks to your behavior, half of the world believe you queens are only good for being loud mouths and twerking. Don't blame me. Look in the mirror. So, this is where it gets good. Some dude, this is a dude named Drip Mandatory. Look at the name. Cameron, salute, queen. Look at the name. Drip Mandatory. He's in there, look like a blunt he's smoking. Some I don't know what these niggas are smoking. Cigarettes, vape, I don't know what they're doing. Okay? This is what he says to me. And I'm gonna tell you why this is important. And you birdhead, y'all don't even, we used to call y'all chicken heads in the 90s. Y'all are beyond that. Y'all are fucking pterodactyls. There's a character in Marvel Comics called Sauron. Look him up. It's a humanoid with a pterodactyl head, and he flies around and he hypnotizes people. Y'all bitches are Saurons at this point. Dead serious. It's a humanoid with a human body. He's green, and he's a pterodactyl with a pterodactyl head, and he hypnotizes you. His name is Sauron. Look it up. Marvel Comics, Sauron. So Drip Mandatory. Look at the name. Look at the avatar. This motherfucker says, Drew Titan, lighten up, dude. They are just having fun. You are thinking way too deeply into nothing. Okay? This is a man saying this to me. Now watch this. My response is, and I added his ass, Drip Mandatory. I'm not making anything of it. The business they work for is less fussing with me and more angry emails to the dealership they used to work for, because I hope their ass got fired. Now, here's my problem. You ready? This is what he said to me. You're thinking way too deeply into nothing. You want me to lighten up? They just having fun. I'm thinking way too deeply into this. Now, what is my problem? I only see black women doing this, right? There are some white chicks and Latinas doing this shit, but I'm concerned about mine because we start everything. We made this shit popular, this twerking and shit. Y'all remember twerk at work? Y'all remember, dropping it like it's hot? Girls walking around a supermarket and they saw twerking by the goddamn frozen steaks. I'm like, what are y'all doing? But this is who said this to me. Can you see him? Ah, don't worry about it. Let me get you a better picture of him. Bam. Look who the fuck is telling me to lighten up. They just having fun. Look at his shirt. Who's on his shirt? He's flipping the bird. This guy is beyond jungle fever. You like black women, that's cool. But I'm telling you, none of my daughters could bring home some cracker like this. If he's a cracker. I think he is. I went to his damn page. Look like a white guy to me. He might be a high yellow Negro, but he looks white. He might have some Jason Kidd thing going on, but he looks white to me. Who the fuck are you to tell me to lighten up on my black women, motherfucker? But you know what's odd? I'm pointing out the discrepancies in this behavior. right? And black women will side with him because they want to do what they want to do. And here this dude is encouraging this ratchet, asinine, whorish behavior. This guy, I went to his goddamn page. He got nothing but the ratchet music playing. He got a sexy red shirt on. He's at a concert where they're playing nigga nonsense. He might be from one of their towns. There's a lot of white folks that are immersed into our culture and they talk and sound like us. But what I'm saying is you got to draw the fucking line. You know, I jokingly say things like, yo, Caleb Plant, you heard how Caleb Plant talk. He's invited to the cookout. I say things like that. But Caleb Plant knows when to draw the fucking line. He wouldn't co-sign his wife doing this. And it touches a nerve when a motherfucker like this is telling me to lighten up because I want the best for my black women. Do you see my problem? Do you see the issue? Exactly, Auntie Jenny. Go encourage your white queens to do that shit. Because they ain't going to get no headache behind it. This is what black women have become known for. Gone are the days where they can say, oh, black, because they try and do it now. Oh, we're the most educated. We got more degrees than black men. Then why the fuck y'all don't make as much money as us? Look that up. Blue collar guys, salute. Snoop, what up? Yeah, your uncle need to take a back seat. He's lost. Twerking is not an African tradition. I get so tired when I hear niggas say that shit. Stop it. There's dancing, and then there's this monkey shit right here. This is ridiculous. There's children doing this damn stupid ass dance. Children. I just saw this video with there's these kids are probably about maybe 5 or 6 years old. They're listening to some popular Punani music, and this dude's filming, and the little kids are flipping the camera to bird. And who's walking around the car, servicing the car? A black woman with her hair the color as a handful of Skittles. Not a man in sight. Not a man in sight. Not a man in sight. But let me go back to this. Tell women, is that all you kings of men do, is tell women what they should or shouldn't be doing? Ashley, you stupid ass. Maybe your father failed you. Would you twerk in front of your father? Let me ask all the women listening, if y'all listening. Would you twerk in front of your dad? Would you shake your ass in a fitted skirt in front of your father? Teacher Bay. What is your relationship with your father? Does he follow you on social media? If I took your social media and say, look at your daughter. Look at your daughter teaching children. Not even, I think she was teaching young teens. And I ask your father, are you cool with how she dressed? First of all, if he says yes, there's something wrong with him. Y'all know Pinky, the porn chick from the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s? She told a story about how her father was locked up. And she would send him for free her DVDs. And I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck? What did you just say? And she says, no, I'm in the movies, but he would fast forward or go. He would go to the scenes that I'm not in. I don't know what her dad got locked up for, but I think he needs to stay there. Yeah, blue collar guy, that's weird as hell. And she told that story and she was a little too comfortable. I said, oh shit. I don't know whatever, man. I don't know what she got going on with that, but that was like creepy as hell. Creepy as hell. Now, true, you can't stop your kids from doing a lot of shit, but to know that your daughter is performing on a DVD that you got your hands on, bro, I saw a video. Dude was at a wedding. Older guy. And this woman, well, those weren't two butt cheeks she had. Those are two planets in steady collision. And she bends over and starts twerking. And dude walks by and looks at her and he stops. And she jumped up. And she was grown. She jumped up and was like, turns out that was her father. And they were at a wedding. I believe they were as guests. But your fucking father's there. Why are you doing some sort of sexy dance? And your fucking father's there. Now, the person filming got a little chuckle, and she looked at the camera. She got a little chuckle out of it. But he wasn't fucking around. He wasn't playing. You're not going to do that shit in front of all these people and violate me. See, at least I know she has a father that gives a shit. So when I see airheads like Ashley, Alicia saying stupid shit like this, you see, when you're left alone and we leave you to it, some of you, not all, some of you make the choice to do shit like these grown women are doing in a place of business. Now, who the fuck thought this was a good idea? I'm gonna tell you who. BBO, what up? I'm gonna tell you who. The women that have no direction, the women that they have no leadership. This isn't even to drive business to this dealership. They just did it with no concern whether this hurts or helps the business. They just did it. So when we leave you to it, this is what you do. When we leave you to it, you run to school, you get that education, you get that degree that you can't use. And you got about $80,000 of college debt with all that education, and then you can't find a job in your field. Have y'all been seeing the women breaking down online talking about how they can't find jobs? Have y'all been seeing that? Have y'all been seeing that? Yes or no? Shamar, salute. Have y'all been seeing that? I said, oh shit, look at that. These aren't bum chicks. These are chicks that got all their degrees. And they can't even get a job at McDonald's working the cashier. Y'all been seeing those? Let me know if y'all been seeing those videos. They've been popping up everywhere. And I'm like, damn, I wonder what that is. Wait a minute. I know what that is. When Kevin Samuels said, education's really not going to help you, and to partner up with a man, not a bum, but a man that has vision and is going places, y'all told him to shut up. Y'all called him gay. And all he said was, winter is coming.
4 years later, y'all can't find a job with those degrees you have.
Meanwhile, it's the patriarchy? No. No. You went to school for what? I know a shorty right now that got a degree in something. You know where she works? The motherfucking post office. Now, at least she got a job and she's making money, but you know, it's been about 7 years and she's still paying back her student loans. What was that degree for? She said, man, I don't even use that shit. Prince, what up? Beezy, what up? You understand? When KS said, men don't care about your education. Oh, well, I own 2 businesses. Men don't care about your money. What else you got? I don't need no man. Okay. We don't need you. Oh, you need us. No, we don't need you. We don't need you. You need us. We don't need you. Okay. Then you start talking about Bear Grylls. Y'all saw that? Did y'all see that? I watched it. They put men on one side of the island and the other women on the other side of the island. Man, them bitches almost killed themselves in 3 days. Men had, they done caught an alligator, was cooking it. They goddamn near had Wi-Fi up and running. The women almost killed themselves. They didn't know how to get water, nothing. They had to manipulate the terrain so they wouldn't die. How's that for the patriarchy? And these are the same bitches running around talking about I choose the bear. Okay, all right. I saw this other podcast just yesterday, and I see these clips, man. The internet is funny. Do you know, and I don't know what the basis of the entire conversation was, but somebody sent it to me and says, yo, Drew, you got to listen to this shit. These chicks were sitting on the couch talking about, Shorty said she could beat a lion. And dude said, what? She said, yeah, I'd stand a chance, but I think I beat a lion. It was like, what the fuck are you? And at the bottom it says, this is what it's like to have a conversation with a woman. Let me explain something to you. If a lion came crashing through my front door right now, I can't get to my firearm. It's somewhere else. Listen, I'm grabbing my phone. I'm running to my balcony. I'm closing the door. I'm calling the people in the cribs that don't come out. There's a fucking lion in the living room. Do not open the door. He can have this shit. BFTB, salute. Yeah. Now, Dry, you know what? You could be right about that. But I went to dude's page. It's really a dude, though. He has a real page. He goes to these ratchet-ass nigga nonsense concerts. It's disgusting. So he gonna tell me that I'm looking too deep into this. No, you cracker, shut up. I'm not. You don't tell me how to care for my black queens, nigga. Fuck out of here. No, not you. Look at this motherfucker. You gonna tell me to calm down? You got a shirt with sexy red on it? That's a black woman to you? Man, you better shut the fuck up. And I'll say exactly this. I'll send this show to every black woman. This is me caring for them. They won't see it like that. They won't see it like that. They want this. Don't tell me what to do. Where's my button at? Don't tell me what to do.
Whatever, I do what I want.
Yeah, you do what you want. Now the world thinks a part of your genetic makeup is twerking. I talk about it all the time. Black people are over-sexualized. What do they say about, what do non-black women say about black men? Oh yeah, black and man. Oh yeah, BD. I've seen a whole bunch of Thai women, Filipinas, Latinas in different countries. BD. It's true in my case, but I'm off the market. But that's what they think. Now, why do they think that? That's what they've been told. Are we running around with gray shorts on or gray jogging pants on so you can see it? We're over-sexualized. Why? We're looked at as property. Did I tell y'all what happened in Vegas? Y'all heard the general say what happened in Vegas, right? I'm in the club. That woman started dancing, and I thought she was working. I'm like, why this dude kissing on her? They were Australian. Come to find out that was his wife, and she was a dancer in Australia, if that's even a career. Long story short, they had some nose candy. They wanted all of us to come to wherever they were staying and run a train on her. The husband and her. The husband was asking me, am I into that? Do you want to pound my wife? And I'm looking at him like, bro, no. He was a cuck. Absolutely, 100%. There's a lot of white people in there. They came straight to us. She grabbing on my arm, rubbing on my arms. I'm like, yo. When I sat down, he pointed at me. Oh, look. And then he went to the bathroom and she started dancing. I said, is she a dancer? Is she working? I was like, what the fuck? So she sat down. He came back. And he's talking to me, and he was buzzed. And I'm just talking. I'm like, yeah, all right, okay, yeah, all right, George Cambosis, okay, Jeff Horn, whatever. And I see her talking to 78, and she's dancing there, Ratchet since '91, and Steve Elder Mack is there. We casing the joint like, what's to her? And she told 78 what she said, and then he asked me, like, I'm like, oh, no. Ooh, no. Nope. Blue collar guy, dead ass that happened. We got video of her. Dead serious. I can tell the unedited story on, I can't do it here. I gotta do it on my Patreon. And I'll play the video of her dancing. I'll put it on loop for y'all. But there was a lot of white guys in there too. So he came straight to us. We're viewed as property in their eyes. You see us smashing this lady, we're equivalent to sex toys. It doesn't count to them. We're objectified. That's what I'm saying. I'm not sharing this story to be funny, although it was a funny story. But we're objectified. That's the truth. So if they look at black men like that, how do you think they're looking at these queens? And they're not helping matters because they're doing this shit. But this dumbass bitch on Instagram talking about, oh, is this all you do is tell us what to do? You need to be told what to do because we left you to it and look what you do. This is the matriarchy. Women in this world are free to do more than at any point in life. In the history of mankind, y'all could do everything. Y'all can work the same jobs. Y'all can make the same money when you can land it if you choose to do what we do. If you choose to do what we do. So what's your problem? We leave you to it and this is what you decide to do with your body? Okay, cool. But you do this in a place of business, the result is you could possibly get fired, reprimanded, a suspension at the least. Or if you're lucky, he'll say, yo, don't do that again. But then you can't get mad. Now watch this. The boss hires you to do this. What happens if the boss says, hey, Bone Quisha, come into my office. Hey, that dance, yeah, it wasn't too funny. I might fire you, but if you get down and lick these nuts, you save your job. I'll give you a nice $10,000 bonus. What are you gonna do? You know how many of these bitches gonna get down and lick these nuts? What is she gonna do, complain? Oh, the boss asked me to perform oral sex on him. I told him no. How dare he ask me? How dare he ask me? Look. Huh? I wouldn't be surprised if 2 or 3 of these chicks ain't smashing the boss already. I couldn't be the boss here. I'd be like, word, that's great. I wasn't here when they did this, but you'll never see them again. Because I'll wait till their days off.
You got to be a stupid motherfucker to get fired on your day off.
There you go. These hoes right here. I'd get rid of every last one of them. I'd get rid of every last one of them. This is my place of business. I don't operate like this. This is ridiculous. Take that to OnlyFans. That seems to be on a lot of these women's LinkedIn at this point too. OnlyFans. I ain't hating. This is just not what I do for a living. Take that to OnlyFans or Pornhub, wherever it is, and you go make your money shaking what your mama gave you or the doctor. Matter of fact, let me go to that page. Let's see what else these dumbasses said. Oh. Hold on, I'm clowning this other chick. Damn, you women are retarded. Can't find it. I'm on multiple threads, and I just make comments, and again, if it don't apply, let it fly. But I tend to piss off the low class, low caliber airheads. Look at this shit. Look. They're at work, employed, just lightening the mood and getting through the day. It's not that deep. Shaking your ass in a sexual manner in a place of business is the most reckless and unprofessional thing you could ever do. This could harm that business, and you guys are in here talking about having fun. This is why society is cooked. Dummy. My God, the idiots. Lightening the mood. Man, I can't, bro. We're cooked. We're cooked. There's no justifying this. This is ridiculous, man. Talk about lightening the mood, man. Shut the, oh my God, shut your mouth, man. Worried about what I'm saying, stupid ass. Ladies, if you couldn't dance like that in front of your father, then that's not the dance you should be doing. In public, let me be clear. In public or online for the world to see. Dummies. Dapper Don saluting that super chat, much love. He says, you isn't lying, G. This happened to me 3 times. White man would approach me at the gym, lounge, certain Eastern Euro club, and ask me to smash their wives while they watch. Black men are universally sexualized. Thank you. And let me say something. Y'all know I'm used to that. When I worked at the clubs, you know how many times that's happened to me? That was the first time some Australians did that. White American, you know how many times that's happened to me? I'm like, what? Yeah. After a while, I got used to it. Like, no. No. Absolutely not. But I'm leaving out a very important part. Dude was willing to pay. No. It's a negative, K. Oh, the general, I was like, yo, time to go. Time to go. Boogie on Broadway. Y'all too young for that. Boogie on Broadway. We are out. Boogie on Broadway. Time to go. Goddamn twerking in a goddamn place of work. You got to be kidding me. And you got this white man telling me to ease up. And I got this other idiot talking about they just having fun at work. Okay, they couldn't do a regular dance. Why they got to shake their ass at work? Man, I ain't gonna belabor the point, man. Black women, y'all got to do better. We done left y'all alone, and these are all your choices. Y'all do the dances y'all want. Y'all work the jobs y'all want. Y'all make babies when you want. You choose not to get married or y'all have no control over getting married. That's the funny shit. Y'all can't do what you want there. That's up to us. But y'all spit those babies out. Y'all do all of this shit. And I'm looking at society like, man, why are we so cooked? Well, when we leave it up to y'all to make your own choices and y'all don't have no goddamn leadership, y'all twerk at places of business. And then get confused about the backlash. And I get a bunch of fucking either grown adolescent 30-year-old hoes that are nowhere in life where they need to be. And they blaming men. Talking about, oh man, why are you talking about what we want to do? Okay, all right, fine. Fuck around at my business and do this, you're fired. Ain't that interesting? Can you imagine you have a business, right? And in the rules and regulations, you got to say, don't do this. You got to be specific. Any dancing, sexual dancing, and, something called EEO, right? Twerking, and you got to be specific. Twerking, your job will be in jeopardy. You can be terminated for that. Yo, you want to know how bad it is, y'all? You want to know how bad it is? Did you know on these cruises, they have banned certain things? that are, and now black people say, oh no, that's racist. No. You want to know what happened? I was here for it. I've seen it. I know people that went on these cruises. When there was a fight on these cruises. Look, white people fight on cruises and they get drunk and they fight all the time. That happens. You know what the problem was with black people? They related shit that we was doing to our culture. Do you know the last cruise that one of my coworkers went on? You know what they told her? Y'all know that boots on the ground? Where them fans at? Guess what? They weren't allowing that dance. And when she asked the the people that worked there, why we can't do boots on the ground? The woman, that was another black woman, she said, Lord, let me tell you, every time we played that song, it started out cool. The ladies break out the fans and they start doing boots on the ground. And every time, for whatever reason, somebody got too close to somebody went left when they're supposed to be right. Next thing you know, they fighting and flipping over tables and shit. She said, what, just one time? She says, no. It's been happening all summer. So finally the captain said, you know what? We can't play the fucking song. Don't play no line music no more. So there was no cha-cha slide, no electric slide, no boots on the ground, no biker shuffle, no Cupid shuffle. Done. Because between Bermuda and New York, every time they moved that boat and that shit came on, there was a fight. And that's what the other black woman that worked on the boat told my coworker. So no more boots on the ground. Every time those white folk, you know, what's their party music? I'm just going to give you one. Because, you know, I partied with white folks too in the 80s and 90s. Bon Jovi. Living on a Prayer. We're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. They don't fight. The one rap song, O.P.P. They've stolen that. You're down with O.P.P. And Bust a Move, Young MC. And they all just start, you know what I'm saying, there, bust the move. Oh, yeah. Not one fight. Boots on the Ground just came out. Why the fuck are we fighting? Captain said, I know how to handle this. We ain't gonna play the song no more. No more line dances. That's it. And then they get mad. We did that. Guess what? Last cruise that my other friend told me about, he was like, yo, you know what the problem was? Everyone was walking around with their Beats speaker. They said you can't do that no more. If you ain't got headsets and everyone goes to the gym on the goddamn on the boats, and there's several different people with speakers, and you're like, yo, why? They got really good headsets that no one can hear what you're listening to. I don't want to hear your trap music. I really don't. So they said, yo, not only can you not do that anymore, they said, yo, look, every time someone's playing this rap music, people are fighting. So they say, yo, look, we don't even play that music. Do you know that there's cruises don't allow you to play rap music now? And it wasn't just, hey, man, nothing black culturally could be on here. No, it was a building point. We did this. So no line dances, no rap music, no Dre beats, no JBL flips. And I'm like, well, how the hell did we get here? Niggas. Now, again, of course, white people get drunk and fight on those cruises too. But They weren't fighting in those clubs. But every time, look, I had several people tell me, yeah, man, you know, they play boots on the ground. Next, you know, there's a fight over there. Y'all look online. They fighting on these cruises. When you lower the prices of these cruises, the type of people that you make it accessible to changes. And they bring their loser mentality, and now you're in the middle of goddamn Atlantic Ocean with half of the goddamn projects. How the fuck do you think it's going to turn out? Not good. Not good. Where them fans at, indeed? Where them fans at? Where them fans at? Not on that boat. Thank you. Boots on the ground, indeed. Y'all did this. You know what else I know? Who determines the culture, what's popular? We know it's black people, but can we be specific? Who determines what fashion is popular? Who determines what music is popular? You might never know. It's the black queens. Drew, what are you talking about? That can't be right. Yes, it can be right. Why do we dress a certain way when you're younger? I mean, right now, I'm an adult. I don't give a shit. Why do we dress a certain way? We wear certain things. The thing now in the last 7 to 8 years is the big old beards. When I was a teenager and you rocked the big old beard like that, that meant you was like somebody's uncle. You was old. The big old beard. Now it's just a shit to have. I see cats in their 20s with big old beards now. It's the thing. I get it. When I was coming up, you had to have the handlebars that came down straight like that. I had that. I had the straight like that. Then I had the hook sideburns. I had the hook sideburns right here with a goatee. I never had a big old beard. Now it's the shit. But you know, a group of women said, hey, that's sexy. I like that. Now I'm seeing these dating shows. Oh, you got to have a beard. They like it now. Things change. In another 5 or 6 years, it might be something different. Might be something different. Who knows? But women determine and men follow through. Oh, they like baggy jeans, I'm gonna wear baggy jeans. Or they like skinny jeans, I'm gonna wear skinny jeans. They like this style of shirt, I'm gonna wear this style of shirt. These women have a lot of influence on the culture. And between y'all having an influence on the culture and y'all just not wanting to follow our leadership and follow the trail that we're setting, we get dumb shit like this. And y'all justify it. And we left y'all alone. I'm gonna bring the conversation full circle. We left y'all alone. Y'all don't want no brokies and bum niggas and scrubs. Remember TLC said scrubs in the 90s? Niggas done left y'all alone. Left y'all alone. Then niggas started getting passports and leaving. Y'all had a problem. Now we're up to, Black Fight Fan joked about the Hobot. Now the Hobot is real. Y'all got a problem with that. We left y'all alone and y'all are twerking at the workplace and mad that, well, not mad, y'all confused at why there's backlash. And one of the only people telling you that it's okay is other miserable single bitches with man problems. Y'all say we got problems with our mama. Y'all got problems with your daddy because y'all don't know them. And y'all were unruly and y'all ain't listen to him. Which is why you got babies out of wedlock. And other miserable sisters justifying your ratchet behavior and white men like this. With a sexy red shirt. He likes you behaving like that. You know why? He knows that y'all bitches are easy. Y'all will look past a brother with my temperament, a leader by nature, saying, no, don't do that. You got to do this because I want you to be successful. And you don't want to do the work on yourself. You just All you see is, oh, you just telling me what to do. I don't want to do. And this motherfucker comes along and says, nah, you go ahead, baby. Because he sound like us. And he listens to the music. And he got some swag. And he got his bird extended over the face of... This picture says a lot, doesn't it? You know what I see in this picture? Fuck you, nigga bitches. I support your ratchet behavior because y'all are easy. This is equivalent to the dude who strikes out at the club with every chick he tried to press from 10 o'clock at night to like 2 in the morning. Every chick he pressed and bought drinks for told him no. So who's left? The 300-pound bitch at the bar. Well, gotta get this nut off. Let me holler at her. She's batting cleanup. And she ain't been stretched like her friends been getting stretched by the $1 million niggas or the $1,000 niggas. And she's like, well, fuck it. I ain't gonna bag him. So I'll take this. So he got to get this nut. She got to get this nut. And now what? This is the motherfucker that's going to enable your nonsense. So y'all fall for it. So y'all don't want to follow our leadership when we want what's best for you. You'd rather listen to this motherfucker wearing a sexy red shirt that's enabling this dumb shit right here. We fallen. Yeah, Dre, I know about that, brother. I know. We've lost. It's over. Just know that I know what's going on. I know exactly what's going on. And I know how we got here. But you see, the thing is, these lab rats, they'd rather argue. They're just having fun at work. And I got this white dude talking about, oh, you know, they're just lighting up. They're just having fun. No. No. This is a place of business. You just want to give them the business. And to the niggas that want to tell me to disregard this, you just simping. You want their money, their time, their attention, and what's in between their legs. And they're not even worth it. And it's the, let me be clear, it's the shaking of the ass part that's the problem. Y'all do understand that. You see, when they turn forward, there's no problem. If they just did this part right here, not this part, right here, come by cars, and they just did that, they good. They fucked up right there. Not my queens. Not my queens at all. You're unruly. You lack discipline. You're offended by everything and ashamed of nothing. Fuck y'all. I'm so sick of y'all. I got a whole family. And they respect my leadership. And I don't rule with an iron fist. I hear everybody. And I take a lot of advice. But if I'm not comfortable with something and I know what I know, I say, look, we're doing this. And they say, okay, let's see what happens. And I bat 1,000 because I know what I know. It's a goddamn sin and a shame that these modern women look at this shit as normal. So if we got mama issues, you got daddy issues, and you in competition with your mama. Because your mama taught your nasty ass how to twerk, man. Get up out my face, man. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, Zelda, Cash App, Super Chat. Go subscribe to my Patreon. Everything's unedited over there. I can F-bomb. I can play the music I want. I'm going to talk about Vegas over there this week, man. I'm so disgusted with us. Talking some boxing in the morning, man. Y'all take it gently, man. Bronx on deck.
The Painful Excellence Podcast.